And whatever you do, don't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Oh yeah. So, last time we left off, you guys had just vanquished a series of very unpleasant, I want to say spiders?
Spiders, that's right.
Yes.
That rings a bell.
Yes. And you were feeling very pleased with yourself, and then you heard like a very much larger, very much louder sound coming from further away that sounded like a creature turning towards you. And you
get the eagles ready.
Yeah, exactly. You start to hear sort of these thudding noises in the ground, and it's a way off at the moment, but you're perturbed, let's say, by the thudding noises. What do you do?
I would be perturbed by that.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Quick, where's the druid? Did he?
I think we should get out of here.
Did he go?
Wait, guys, listen to that beat. Let's jam. No. Carry on.
No, he wants to dance.
Oh no, my one weakness, the one flaw on my character sheet, must dance.
My one weakness is dance.
No, I'm a bit messed up from those spiders.
I think we can try and hustle everyone onto the eagles and make swift retreat. I think we've got enough brute momentum for that.
You hustle.
My instinct is to run.
You hustle away in a very hustly kind of manner, and I will move us back to the other map. Where are we?
All right.
Oh wow, this map takes a while to load. Okay, as you take flight, you notice about 600, 700 feet to the east is the zombie T-Rex that you guys successfully escaped from a couple of days ago. Actually, probably a week or so ago. And it seems to be slowly trudging towards you, not giving up on its revenge.
Scramble, the zombie T-Rex was a real ultra hard ass. And we really tried to give it our best for way too long when we should have run away without basically inflicting any real damage on it. And then it started beating the shit out of us.
You made the first mistake of experienced combat. Always run away.
So
wait, what? You've seen that thing before? You've been leading that thing around?
It's our pet. It's independent.
Oh, pet, you say? All right, let me roll a riding check.
Crazy.
Okay, so you're flying away from it. Luckily, on your giant eagles, you can outpace it at this point, but you get the sense that you shouldn't take a more leisurely pace with the flight. Who wants to lead these eagles now that Guru has taken on Wood has taken on a catatonic state and seems to be aimlessly,
just
listlessly summoning, and he's not really there.
He's only good for the eagles. I mean, what can he say?
Someone else take charge of the navigation. I'll just play cool songs about
I'll do it. I don't give a damn.
Okay, so you need to roll a survival check.
Just a straight survival check.
Mm-hmm.
Were we doing it with advantage because we're going towards that specific place?
Yes, because you have a map that Akal says, yes, look, and he points to his hastily scrawled napkin. This way, peaks of flame.
Perfect.
Peaks of flame.
I can tell you exactly how to get a survival, yeah?
Ataz Yiloquazi. You don't go on the river.
It's that way.
Oh, wow, I don't know why the bear rolled. Sorry, what's the bear rolling?
Oh, that's my username. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's my inspiration.
Is that the damage that we take as a result of the song?
No, that is an additional 7 on the survival check.
Oh, nice.
So that nat 20 is now a nat 27.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Nothing's better than a nat 27. Okay, in that case, you guys make excellent progress, and you realize that you need to travel. Let me see if I can...
well, we've been going in a straight line from Kir Sabal, right?
That is correct.
How do I use my character rather than the my username?
In the bottom right, there should be a little in the chat box.
Under the chat window. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Thank you.
Next to the send button.
Okay, you guys take a very nervous sleep in your bedrolls. You don't hear the zombie T-Rex at this point, but do you set any watches, or do you just go to sleep with confident in the knowledge?
I'll always take I'll take first watch. You know me.
All right, hit me a perception check, please.
Okay.
This is gonna be a different kind of session. We got a streamlined like group here. We're gonna power.
22.
Oh my gosh, natural
And nat
20s. Left,
That's a
right, and
nat 20.
center.
Oh boy, it's 2 out of 3 rolls, and one of them was an advantage, so it's basically 2 out of 2.
Okay, what you do
Yeah.
is you take out your
Nothing but nat.
you take out your violin Jalula and you place it on the ground beside you, and you put your ear to the ground using the violin as like an echo chamber. You judge that the thudding of the zombie T-Rex is approximately 924 feet away from you, and not likely to get to you this evening.
That's pretty close, I'd say.
924 feet is like 300 meters. If it can't make 300 meters in 8 hours.
But you get the sense that it's not. It's stopped. Like it's
taking its
looking,
sweet time.
but not making positive progress.
Oh, okay. It's like meandering towards
It's
us.
not a
Dancing on the spot.
it's not a bloodhound. It's like it's lost the trail essentially.
I mean, if it's undead, presumably it doesn't have a nose.
Precisely, nor olfactory sensors. Cool. All
Ideal.
right. Next person can take a watch.
Yep. I'll sing you a little song.
Do you want to go next, or
Alright,
shall
go to
I? I
bed.
don't mind.
Yeah, happy to watch.
I don't mind what order you
Go on.
want to go.
I'll give you a
I'll go
bardic.
for it.
I'll give you a
We
little
only
bardic.
need we only need we only
Right,
need
yeah,
2 of us.
Oh,
Oh, I did
in
it
that
twice.
case, I could have done it.
Ignore
No,
I'll
that
give you
second
an.
one.
Maybe I
But
should
so
have
it should be 11 plus. Whoops.
plus/slash roll.
Plus 8. There you go.
Oh,
Nice.
Beautiful.
Okay, so that's a
Same.
19.
But I'm
Is
now
that how that
comfortably
goes?
sleeping.
Oh, your second roll was what you actually got. Nice.
Oh, nice. Okay, in that case, you notice that
This is getting close as hell.
what's the word? The environs in this area are starting to get a little more fertile, a little bit more lush. You get the sense that this is what's the word? The soil here is better than the soil that you came from. You seem to be leaving the worst parts of the soil, but not quite out of the woods yet.
Let's turn this
I
into
love
a
it.
farming campaign.
Cool. Next up, does anyone want to take the last watch?
Yeah, I mean, if we need another watch, I'll do it.
Cool.
It's
Go
only
for
fair,
it.
right?
All woken up.
Roll it up.
Oh, why would you do this, assholes?
Okay. With a 12, you think to yourself, your fingernails are getting a little bit long. Maybe you should trim them with a dagger or something like that.
Yeah, I'll do that while I'm one. There's nothing else going on.
Cool.
I'll take my. I can't
You,
hear anything.
uh,
I'll take my eyes off the forest.
You wake up the next morning unmolested. Who wants to give me a survival check for this eagle voyage?
I will. I'll do my inspiration again.
I don't mind still
Fine.
doing it, but I do only have a +0. But I am the sort of man who would think he has more than a +0.
I'm +0 as well, so happy to.
All right,
happy
I'll
for
do it.
Camel to do it.
With advantage because of the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bosh. Oh, there we go.
I have a +2, but it's not as effective as me giving a D8.
Oh, there,
There you go,
average is
16.
much better. Oh, the same as if you did it. Rolling
So is that a 16 in
16,
total?
16, yeah,
Cool.
16 total.
All right. In that case, you successfully navigate your way down. Oh, goodness me.
Yeah, I have a +0, but I've got the confidence of a man with a +4.
It's all about confidence. And now I'm going to tell you what you
Yeah,
see.
not too confident, but pretty confident.
Goodness gracious.
Look down there, it's between 3 and 60 somethings.
All right, so now you've rolled...
Before we get into a fight,
Mm-hmm.
with Scrubagog passing out as well.
Well, just sort of
Or-
I think let's say Scrubagog doesn't leave with you on this particular morning and finally is fed up and wanders off into the undergrowth shouting
Sure.
expletives over her shoulder.
Pancakes.
Yeah.
Can I have done a suggestion that she let me borrow her shield?
Yeah, let's do that. Does that just mean that they're more likely to do it? So I'll say, yeah, you've got to...
As long as it seemed reasonable. It's like, hey, let's swap shields. This one's really fits your aesthetic.
Yeah, I think let's say that works. It's the one that hovers. Do you know the name of it?
Animated shield, is it that?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Sweet.
Okay, so you guys are in this sort of like gray area, which means...
Hey, while you're at it, you should give me all your food. Just throw it out there, you know.
You say that like because you see me doing my little thing.
Yeah.
Although you haven't felt this directly, right? Only
what,
Lawrence
your
has.
suggestion?
Yeah. No, you
Yeah, I
might
don't
not
think I
realize I'm
have.
doing a spell actually. But you're just like, oh,
Even if I
Scrubblegog
do,
seems-
I think
yeah.
that my personal charm
Yeah.
is clearly
Yeah,
good
you
enough.
see Scrubblegog like agreeing to this, and you're like, huh. Scrubblegog must be in a really good bad mood this morning, and like be open to ideas. Scrubblegog, give me all your food, and Scrubblegog just smacks you and walks away.
I take like 4 damage. I have to sleep it off. Oh, we're
Okay.
sleeping, aren't we? So I should put my hit points back to
Yeah, and
max.
spells.
You
if
see,
use any
you
spells.
see
I
a
don't think I
group
did.
of 6 zombies sort of like stumbling along underneath you. These are more like humanoid zombies and much smaller than the T-Rex, obviously, and they seem to be groping in the air unsuccessfully.
Oh, they're gonna come up and get us? Was that the joke, Scrunchmore, from last week?
Huh?
Was that the joke that you? I was continuing to rib you because you thought the zombies would fly up and get us.
After
have
my
a
long
vague-
rest, any memory of that has left me.
Didn't
Fair enough.
I
I have a
Okay.
vague recollection.
I
of
feel
that.
like you baited me into saying flying zombies at some point, and then
Oh,
just
fair
like,
enough.
Then you hear
Made a
this,
big deal out of it.
just as
Yeah,
you're
I
about to land for the evening, you hear this
Yeah.
droning sound, and before anything else happens, everybody needs to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
can I just click these?
I don't have my token, so I won't be able to add it to the tracker.
Oh.
Unless, well, we can put our tokens on this map. Actually, I think.
I'll give you a different map, but
Okay,
you should have access to. You can just drag your name, and it'll give you like a default token, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think we can drag them onto the map.
What do you mean, like, if I
Just
just
let me
try?
grab
Oh, there
some
he is.
stuff here.
We could just leave them in the top corner or something.
If I
Oh,
click
Newt,
that
up
to
there.
add it to my thing. Is that how that works?
If the tracker's turned on, which it might not be at the moment, but
It's not quite yet. What we're gonna do
Oh,
is.
look at that nat 20 on initiative. I'm rolling nothing but natties tonight, boys.
Wow, that is a lot of naturalness.
Natural initiative.
nothing.
What can I say?
I've
fast
broken
boy.
I've broken my nap streak.
So I'll say, I think
I mean, to
you're.
be fair, I only got a 14 on my survival check. Oh, I failed my survival. I didn't get nats on my last 2 checks,
So
actually.
this is
Still a lot.
Jex right here, right? The purple guy
Up in the ocean, yeah.
in the ocean. Oh, sorry, I haven't moved you guys. There you go.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay, there we go.
who would? Sorry, what's your character's name, Eddie?
Scramble.
Who would Scramble be on a giant eagle with? Who's his eagle companion?
I'm not sure I have much to say in that.
Well, as in, who did you get on the bird with this morning?
Uh,
How many eagles are there again?
There's
Two.
two. Yeah.
whoever, if I'm navigating, whoever has the map.
Okay, so you'll be on with Akal, and I'll say, therefore these guys are together, and I'll do just a random icon here. So what would this person be? Is these wasps are going to attack, and they're going to attack Akal here. So they're going to roll this attack.
Ah, fuck, dude!
Oh
fucking
my-
bees!
Gosh, natural,
what?
natural 20, that's going to hurt. Okay, so you need to make a save. Wow, that's such a complicated way of rolling damage. 1d6 piercing plus poison. Okay, I see.
Oh, it's got the. It's. I think it's doing. Is that the crit damage in?
Yeah.
It looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be doing crit damage. Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Let's do a save for good old Akal.
Who's taking this damage?
This is Akal.
The
So,
NPC.
ooh, Akal does not do well.
He takes it all.
Okay, cool. He
Can't
is
even take it.
paralyzed, so we're gonna do a little symbol
Oh my
here.
god.
So we're just gonna write P there. All right, then
Paralyzed.
can't.
What does that do?
it means he can't move.
Ooh, okay. Can he take the wheel though?
You guys are
Let me look it up.
floating, and he is.
The eagle will drive
It
itself.
means he
Paralyzed
literally.
creature is incapacitated. Automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Can't move or speak. Attack rolls against it have advantage, and if you hit it within 5 feet of it, it's an auto crit.
There you go. They're also going to attack you, Scramble. Yeah.
Yeah.
But luckily, this one is only 11. I assume that doesn't hit you.
My AC is 16, so no.
Okay, cool. That one fails. Then this one is going to attack Jex.
Come on, bring it on, you bean!
16. How does that go?
Nope.
No dice.
Oh,
Wow.
18.
Powerful. And then Scroungeboar. This is at 18. Does that hit you?
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw, please. Oh wow, huge saving throw. So or half as much. Okay, so you take 5 damage. Oh, plus 4, so 9 damage in total.
Okay.
Cool. Then we go to the top of the order, Scramble.
So is Akal technically incapacitated?
That's one of the conditions, yeah.
Alright, so I can't get sneak attack on that wasp.
No, you
Fair
cannot.
enough.
Not with his help. You could try to guide the eagle elsewhere.
Oh, that's a good point. You're try and use my move to guide the eagle around.
At the moment, yeah, no, I can't say anything because at the moment I'm just like, holy shit, what the fuck is this giant bee?
I gotta remember what all of my shit
That thing is huge.
I'm like, ow! Oh! It hurts! Right, slice him.
Okay, 5 feet is directly next to. So I'm just like checking what my. I have to remember what all of my bullshit does. I guess slice him is probably the play though. Yeah, I guess I just slice him for now. Wait a minute. If I hang on, does green flame at a high enough level that it adds damage even if I don't
Doesn't
fifth
bounce,
level?
yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I may as well do that. I will swing round and green flame the one that's attacked Akal since he seems to be in trouble.
This one? Cool.
Yes.
Go crazy.
I have to remember how to do this now. That's an attack, isn't it? Does 13 hit?
It does. Damage it up.
Alright. So hang on. That's the roll. That's damage, and if I do green flame, I do an extra 1d8.
Holy shit! You rolled an 8 on your damage die, so you're rolling another 8.
Yeah, I'm rolling 1d8 for green flame, but that should be it. I think. If I've got that. Oh, an extra 1. Good.
Okay.
The fire was worth it.
I'm gonna
Fire
say,
damage in case that matters.
what weapon is this with?
My rapier.
Okay, you take your rapier out. You completely slice the wasp in half lengthways, much as you would chop a courgette for a stew, and then
Put some Tupperware on that.
you continue through with your swing and do 1 damage to this other one. So
my little fiery.
this one's gone, and this one takes 1 damage. Cool, nice work.
Very nice, very
Is there anything
nice.
else you want to do with your turn?
Wait, I can do something with my bonus action, can't I? Where is it? I don't think it matters here because we're
Cunning
in
action.
a tight
You can
spot.
dash,
Cunning action. that's
dodge,
it.
or hide. Not
Dash,
dodge, sorry. Dash,
disengage.
disengage or hide.
Or hide. I don't think I have the room to do any of those, so I probably don't. Unless
Cool.
you're going to tell me I can hide behind a Carl.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he's big enough. Yeah.
Scroungeboar, what do you want?
I guess I'll cast Magic Missile at the wasp in front of me. I'll cast it at 2nd level.
This one? Cool. Go for it.
How do I do that?
Click the spell, it'll probably start.
Spell slot. The creature takes 1 more dart for each spell. Okay, so that means you do 5.
4d4.
5.
Or at 2nd level, it's just...
Oh, yeah, you're right. 4d4 in total. Plus 1 to
But I can
each.
do it one by one, right?
It's up to you. You can use the roller on the top left to do them one by one or all at once.
What's the roller?
Sorry, the little dice symbol at the bottom of your left-hand toolbar. Once you hover over it, it'll give you all these different dice to choose from, and you can roll those in the chat.
Oh. Okay, 2, 3. What? What if I do this? What does that do? 2d4.
Okay. So that's 4 plus 2 would be 6. You could roll another 2.
2d4. No, it's... Oh,
It's
right,
added them.
sorry, because it's +1. Yeah. Well, can I see if that
Yeah,
slices the first wasp?
What is it, 6 in total? Okay. What happens is it removes sort of like a substantial amount of damage from this wasp, but it doesn't look like it's on death's door.
Oh, all right, let's just fucking give it the rest. 7 to that wasp.
To the same one?
Yeah.
Nice. You destroy it. How do you want that to happen?
I guess it would be nice if the 2 bolts like shoot it in its big multifaceted eyes.
Nice. You turn the multifaceted eyes from many facets to just 2 gaping craters.
No, don't! Oh, wait, no, I'm still...
Oh, your turn, yeah.
Cool. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, I'm good.
Okay, sweet. Next up is Jax.
Dude, don't kill the wasps! More wasps will come!
Haven't you ever tried to remove a nest from your patio?
I can smell fear.
I guess. I mean, I was going to use that special trick I had, which is waiting for the rest of the party to take their turns and then lighting the insect repellent.
Oh, yeah.
That we all have. Given that 2 of them are dead, I might just stab this guy. And I'm level 5, so I get to attack twice when I take the attack action on my turns.
Oh,
Nice. Did you guys level up at the end of the last session? I can't remember.
Yeah, we're 6 now. Okay.
I think level 7 is a real complicated level up for me, but 6 is pretty straightforward.
I probably don't want to thunderclap while I'm right next to a guy on an eagle. Yeah,
What if you're next to 2 guys on 2
Okay,
eagles?
so I'm attacking this first wasp.
Okay.
Did that? There we go.
15. You hit. Roll damage.
Nice. 11.
11. Nice. To this
Thank
one here. What kind of damage is it? Piercing?
Piercing, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, looking good. It looks on death's door. You basically... This is with
Okay.
your rapier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you stab
I'm
a
gonna
big
quickly
gaping
jab
hole.
at it again.
Nice, go for
I
it.
get 2 attacks.
21.
Goodness gracious me, that hits roll
Wow.
damage.
Not
All right,
definitely.
and that is 9 damage.
Sweet. Okay, this thing... if there was another one next to it, I would do cleave, because I like dealing
Fair.
dealing with small enemies in bunches, but because there isn't, you just destroy
Yep,
it.
legit.
Describe
And then I
any-
will say, as I skewer it. So this wasp is just hovering. First rapier pierce goes straight through it and back out and just leaves it there with
It's
a
like
hole still
one
hovering.
wing, like limping along.
And then another one goes through and pulls it back out, and then there's 2 holes in it, and I'm give it one quick third jab, leaving a third hole, and then it just starts like hovering out of the sky.
Nice.
And I say, "That was sweet!" and inspire Scramble on the other eagle.
You inspire him with your sheer violence.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, I like this guy. Just had to stab a wasp.
Okay, next up, is that the end of your turn, Jax?
Yeah.
Okay, don't forget your inspiration scramble. That means the wasp is going to attack the newly inspired scramble.
Yep. I will
Remind me what I can add to inspiration.
Yep.
to. Yeah,
Let me find the button for it. The bullet points there.
Perfect. And it tries to sting you. Does a 12 hit you? I do not think so.
No, 16. Maybe.
Okay, you
So-
see what can only be described as fear in the multifaceted eyes of this wasp as it starts to hastily look from side to side at its fallen comrades plummeting to the earth below, and it doesn't look as cocky as before. Next up
Cool.
is Scramble Food Snatcher.
But I do look as cocky as before. Fear me! And I'll slash at it again.
Sweet.
That one. 16.
That hits,
Does that
roll
hit?
damage.
That hits.
Okay, this
8
is...
damage.
You take a big chunk out of its abdomen and you see it start to, like, come apart into pieces like a wool jumper unraveling.
You should add my
I will add some inspiration to this. That's, it's 1d8 inspiration? 4 more damage on the inspiration dice.
Doing a jig on the back of an eagle.
As I remember how well Jack stabbed that thing 3 times, I'm like, I should stab it more.
Yeah, you absolutely just destroy this wasp. You can describe how it's done.
Nice. Yeah, I have that moment where I'm like, alright, watch this. Give it a stab, and it's just still hovering there like, wait, I should do it more times like Jex did it, and just go for other quick, like, rapid stabs.
So he learned the lesson to stab it extra times.
But unlike it hovering gently out of the sky, like Jex did, mine just plummets.
Okay, sweet.
It just explodes into gore.
As you guys land for the evening, we're going to do a different traversal method for this next leg. Because you guys are all level 6, I couldn't... It's been so long, I'd forgotten that I leveled you guys up. I saw on D&D Beyond Scrounge More that you've made that change, or did I already make that change?
What change, say?
On D&D Beyond, the normal character sheet view as opposed to Roll20, I think I leveled that up for you. So there should be, unless you did it yourself, you should have some choices now that you can just go, I'll take that and that and that. Or I'm
just in the leveling up. I was just choosing another spell.
Cool.
Yeah.
In that case, welcome to the new traversal method. Because you're level 6, this area of the jungle poses less threat than it once did. So you find yourself making more progress than you previously did. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do 3 survival checks, and I'm going to roll the encounters whether or not they happen like in a bunch. So the rest of the way towards this destination that Akal has described, because you know where you're going, we'll see, and we'll just do it at once rather than doing like day, night, day, night, day, night, day, night.
Yeah.
Cool. So whoever's doing survival, hit me with 3 of them, please.
Am I still doing these?
Yeah.
Sounds like
Are you
fun.
inspiring me on the way with advantage?
Each
presumably?
time.
All right, we'll do one at a
Buds are
time
good.
then.
They're just warm and fuzzy.
All
That's a 12,
Okay, so we've
I'll
got
do 3 at a time.
a 12, yeah.
a 6,
Oh, good gravy.
and a 21.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Okay. So, what that means is... Then...
My axe will inspire and take this elf higher.
Nice.
I am a high elf.
Oh,
I am a higher elf. I think that's how that works.
Yep. For higher.
so I'm just
A
gonna...
high elf for hire.
I'm gonna show you the path that you took.
To a place where Shrek may roam.
Okay, sweet. Now we're gonna go to this
Goes in
thing.
the woods near Yark.
It's true. That's true.
Maybe I'll just search for it.
Do Shreks roam in the woods?
I don't know about Rome, but sure. They live in the swamp, but they roam in the woods.
Sweet.
What else do they do in the woods?
They visit the Pope.
Oh, because of Rome.
Nice. Well done.
I dodged your joke and made a new one.
All right, so you land your giant eagles, and you see Akal take on a almost giddy expression. You manage to avoid further encounters with semi-deadly creatures as you've sort of learned the ropes or vines, as it were, of the jungle over the past many weeks, and your strength and resilience seems to have led you in the right direction. Akal was a little bit sick there for a while, but luckily he rolled quite well, and he managed to shake off the wasp's sort of like effect on him. It was a bit touch and go there for a bit, but you see his sort of sweaty, pale features just starting to have colour come back to them, and as he lands in the
One
front...
of swap eagles with me.
As you land in front of this volcanic, black, rocky soil, and you see that there's a little cave entrance ahead of you, you see Akal just giddy with excitement. He says, okay, he's almost breathless. This is it, guys. All right, does everyone have everything they need? There's a lot of good stuff in there, but we're going to have to take it from the current owners. And you see him sort of like contort his face in disgust. Does anyone want to do anything? You have a question? Yes, you.
What are we doing here? What's going on?
Okay, so you're a recent joiner. These guys have been with me since the beginning, and I said if we ever got wind of my ancestral forge, crack.
These guys, he says, pointing only to Scroungewell.
Yeah, exactly. At this
Someone
point,
off into the distance.
Scroungewell knows what this is about.
And
But
the unconscious Wood.
as he says this, Wood says, "All right, that's it, guys. I got you to whatever this place that Akal... That's his name, right? Akal. I got you to this place that Akal wants. I'm going to go be in the jungle, maybe befriend that T-Rex. Au revoir.
Alright, good luck with the whatever.
Good luck
Alright,
with
see
the
you,
whatever.
dude.
Sweet.
It's been fine.
It's been 1 week.
Awesome. So Akal says, yeah, basically, if we ever got wind of this place, they agreed to help me, well, Scrangemore agreed to help me take it back. But now that I know a little bit more about it, I also realized that this is the forge that has a huge stockpile of very precious weapon-making material inside of it. This is the forge. This is where we could make all kinds of cool shit.
Ah, and if we can make cool shit, we can sell that shit for lots of money. I like your style.
Perhaps. We shall see.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay.
What race is this dude? I've not been keeping up with the what.
He's a dwarf, but he looks a little...
he's definitely one of them.
He looks a little more pale than the typical dwarf. Like he hasn't been in the sun enough recently.
That's why he's talking about forges and stuff, because that's why I was like, what's the deal with forges in this guy? Just,
classic dwarf forge behavior.
No, that's fine. I was just like getting a more complete picture in my head of what was going on, sort of thing.
Yeah, totally. Awesome. So he says, does anyone need anything before we head in? Because it's going to be tricky.
I might take a nap.
For any particular reason?
I like to be well rested before doing these things.
Okay, you can take a nap if you want, but hurry. You see him just stand there on the spot.
I'll sing him a lullaby.
Okay.
I think a quick 4-hour trance. For no reason, because I can. You got any of those pancakes left? I can do with a quick snack.
Take you up 1 hour in, just like time to go.
Dude, man, I'm not even rolling my hit dice. Yeah, I have another. I have a follow-up question. Who's in there at the moment? Who owns? What are we expecting?
Fire
Newts.
Fire Newts have taken it over.
Okay, and they're like
filthy
bugs?
Orange lizards.
They're like bugs, or are they like lizard folk gonna eat you?
No, they're birds. They're called fire newts because of the noise they make. Newt.
Oh, right. Okay, sure, that makes sense. So they're expecting to find large claymation birds in there. Got it.
I can't remember how many Fire Newts took this place over, or where they might be hiding, but I would assume, there's probably a lot of them. Though? They're big orange lizards. You should be sleeping.
Okay,
what are you doing?
When you say big, I got woken up. When you say big, are we talking like I point to what are all your names again? Scroungemore? I want to Scroungemore like his height. Are we talking like my height? Are we talking like no? I'm an elf. You're a short boy, aren't you?
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm shorter than you. Yeah.
No,
I'm not a tall elf. But
you're a Christmas elf.
Yeah, we're talking this guy's height. We're talking my height. Are we talking
your height?
Your height.
Your
my
height.
height.
Yeah.
All right, I could take out a man my height or a newt my height. That's fine.
Wait, are we saying they're that tall or that long?
That tall.
Oh, so they're basically dragons, dude. This is gonna suck.
They're dragons.
Okay.
Newts.
So,
well, I feel inspired.
I feel a lot of things.
So you head into the tunnel after a rest.
Yeah. Shall I sneak ahead a little bit to try and give people the heads up on anything that's coming? Because I'm a sneaky boy.
Sure.
Good idea.
Take some
Make sure
inspiration.
those lizards are like Carl told us, and he wasn't trying to trick us.
And the elf snuck past the dragons, and he hid his big booty wagon.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna make this stealth roll then.
Yep. So
Okay.
you have.
Boy. Oh, I clicked the I forgot to take off advantage, but it doesn't matter. I rolled the same number anyway. And I have. Wow, I rolled really poorly there. I will use your inspiration straight away.
Cool.
Okay.
I think stealth is a good shout. So 16 is my stealth.
Okay. What happens is you stealthily make your way towards this
You rolled a double 2.
tunnel.
I did real bad.
And
I didn't even have advantage.
after a couple of minutes of skulking through this tunnel, you see
My intention is to spot something and then report back.
Okay, I'm describing what you see. So
Thank you.
the entrance that you see eventually after about 2 minutes is a 10-foot tall arched doorway beneath a massive relief carving of a crossed hammer and tongs symbol. These are 2 iron doors fitted into the entrance, but one of them lies on the ground, completely rusted off its hinges, and the other one sags really badly, so it could collapse at any moment. Several buildings once seemed to have stood outside, but they've been reduced to their foundation. So this is a pretty big space you've come into.
Okay, there's no sign of life or anything at the moment.
Not so far.
Not so far. Okay, but like I'm confronted with 2 large doors. I'll report this back to them before I go any further.
Go for it.
So we can at least get them up to the doors. If I don't see any signs of life, I will bring them up to the doors at the very least before I go any further.
Cool.
Okay.
So yeah, these guys can see that as well.
Sweet. You've been caught up. What do Jex and Scroungemore think of this situation?
I mean, sounds cool. Let's go look at those doors.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay,
Can we
sweet.
are there any can I look for footprints? Like if anything's moved through here at all recently?
Sure,
other
make a
than us?
survival check.
Survival. Ooh, okay. 3.
Okay, with a 3,
Pretty big number, dude.
You're not really sure what those markings on the ground might be, but they don't look like footprints to you.
All right, guys. I'm pretty sure that the door fell off. Just a hunch.
Nice, successful, accurate.
The door that's... Yeah, okay.
You see me like studying the ground for like several minutes, and then just being like, "All right, I've worked out what
Oh,
happened."
come on, dude! And we just keep walking. We just start walking again.
The door rusted off. Do you want me to go ahead again, or do you want me to?
Well, I mean, if you'd be so kind and not spend a lot of time investigating floor doors.
All right. I'll sneak ahead again until something interesting pops up, sort of thing.
Okay.
I don't mind if you want to just use the stealth roll I've already rolled, or you want me to go again. I don't mind.
Yeah, let's roll another stealth check just for funsies.
For funsies, I got 2 again. Well, 12, but I rolled I rolled 3 2s on the stealth
What
check.
happened to the nothing but gnats?
Well, I'm pulling the reverse halfling where I don't reroll 1s. I just get 2s.
Oh, that makes sense.
Isn't that
Makes
just the
total sense.
halfling?
Yeah, good point. Sorry, I'm pulling the halfling strat. I'm rolling 2s. The optimal result. Shout out.
Cool. So you unstealthily, quite stompily, make your way through these doors and down a series of steps, and the tunnel narrows hugely to about 5 feet wide. And you see what you see on the map in front of you. Do you see there's a map with a little piece of it revealed?
I got to zoom out a little bit. Oh, a tiny little bit down there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It becomes
Okay,
this
a little
long staircase.
Or stairs. Okay, cool.
What would you like to do now?
I'd like to push onwards, assuming I've not come across anything exciting, because a tunnel isn't that exciting. I'm gonna
Not so
keep
far.
going.
Okay, you keep going.
I'm assuming that I'm being stealthy as hell.
You feel stealthy. You don't really know.
I am stealthy.
Yeah, you continue on. Let's say that. Are you
Healthy and wise.
How far behind are Jex and Scroungemore following?
I mean, he told
They're
us
like-
to wait here, right? So.
Like 30 feet or something. You don't want to cramp his
How
style.
far
can
can
be
we
further.
see him? How far can we see
Frankly,
him?
after the Eagles, it's nice to have a break from him.
I'm not a different eagle to you.
You can see through the doors, and you see him sort of disappear down the narrow corridor beyond the doors and go down some steps, but you don't see him after about the 4th step.
Okay, so
Okay,
we gotta wait for the signal.
we won't see the signal if we don't see him.
What? We
Let's
just
hustle
agreed.
on.
The signal was he goes woo woo. I say and do it. oh crap!
Okay, I heard the signal. Let's go.
Okay, you follow, and I take it you advance, Scramble?
Sorry, say again?
Do you continue on?
Yeah, no, I'm pushing until I find something interesting to be worth reporting back.
Okay, the cavern opens out beyond the bottom of these stairs, and you see this little train track,
Oh.
presumably for carrying some sort of mining cart. And you see the passage goes to the left and right. 2 minutes later, you see Jex and Scroungemore join you and I'll say, give me a stealth check, Jex, and Scroungemore, please.
Okay.
Like, guys, I didn't even do the signal. Why are you here?
Stealth. I can roll that, technically. I rolled better than Scramble.
Well, I mean, your result was still worse, though.
I rolled better than Scramble.
Okay, so Scroungemore, give us a stealth roll.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, my profile is minimized.
Guys, I didn't even give you the signal. What are you doing here?
Oh wow,
Exactly.
natural 1. Okay, give me another d20 roll, and we'll see how bad.
I have a halfling laughter.
Oh, you can roll again.
It's really
Okay,
bad.
you've got a
Okay,
7.
also
turn
bad.
that 1 into a 3.
Okay, you guys kind of stomp around a little bit, but you don't hear anyone coming rushing to discover you or anything like that. You're just in this little central section of the... can I click on it? Oh, I'm in the wrong button. You're in this little central area, and you see that it continues to the left and right. It's also not particularly well lit in here. What direction would you like to go?
I mean, I'll go peek around a corner or something. If it matters, I do have dark vision as an
You know
elf.
what they say? Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Let's keep it loose.
Let's keep it tight. Wait, what?
Okay, so you guys
Fine
go
by me.
left.
Without any other sort of sense about what the best way to go in is. Then.
Make a perception check, please, Scroungemore.
Just ask our NPC boy. Be like, hey, where's the forge?
He's like,
Oh my God.
everybody be quiet. Okay, with a perception of 3, you feel like that you're underground. It's warm, and that's about all.
Okay.
But you see Akal say, based on the temperature of the ground, I think we're probably better off going right. And he points to the right. Do you guys follow him?
Alright, righty tighty.
All right, better tighten it up.
He knows where he's going.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
follow
yeah,
a car.
I'm happy to follow this man.
You see the passage open up again, and it looks as though you're at another
You know
sort
what
of
they
fork.
say? Only a goose keeps it loose.
And if you want to fight,
You
We
don't
don't
have a
wanna
rhyme for fight, do you? Okay. So what you see over here is the light from molten magma seems to be casting this glow on this little bridge. And you get the sense that it's molten magma and flames beneath it, and it feels distinctly warmer the closer towards that direction you go. The cavern
Who knew
walls...
these newts were so industrious?
Yeah, exactly. But
it looks like the wrong way, guys.
Akal
Go back
says,
the other way.
Akal says, the Newts didn't do anything. It was us. We built this. They just moved in.
Yeah, well, you say that, Carl, but I mean, I just see the newts here. So, you know.
We haven't even seen any newts yet.
Well,
also-
that's true, but I'm assuming there will be newts.
To your right, you notice that there's this thick smoke filling the cavern. So it's impossible to determine the size and shape of the area. Clouds of roiling smoke sort of start to sting your eyes as they billow towards you. And you see these embers burning, and it starts to make it hard to breathe because it's so hot. You can, however, make out what looks like a lantern farther back in the smoke to your right, this direction. Sorry, this direction.
Yes.
It looks like interesting stuff is down there, but I don't think we should venture into the choking, boiling fog. Anyone
Yeah, I
else?
think wrong way. I think we should go back the other way. It's clearly
Let's go to the treacherous magma bridge.
Cal, you
No,
cooking
it's
up
clearly
a
nothing
plan down
interesting.
here?
across
What's going
the
on?
magma.
What you cooking up, a Cal?
Okay, you see a Carl lean down to the ground and feel in both directions to see, and he says, it's warmer
I
this
want-
way.
I want what's in that noggin, a Cal.
Which way does he say it's warmer?
Well, the forge is operated by magma, so wherever it is hotter is where all of our equipment will be. Wherever it is slightly colder is more the outskirts of the forge.
But if we take the colder route to get a sneak surprise approach on our enemy, that may be to our advantage. 'Cause they'll expect us to go straight to the forge, but if we go around the long way, then we'll get the jump on them.
The newts aren't that sophisticated.
These
sure.
newts, they're just
Yeah,
a
but
pest.
there are also presumably lots more of them than there are of us.
Were they just a bunch of pests that came in, or were they like led by something?
It's been many years. I don't believe there was a leader. It's passed down from generation to generation being the plague of fire newts that arrived. It wasn't a particularly charismatic newt that led them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Charismatic Newt. I mean, but the word plague implies that there's a lot of them, and there's 4 of us.
The newts are more like anarchists.
I say we go round the long way and take them out a couple at a time rather than fight them head on.
The
at the forge.
libertarians. Okay, so you recommend
Once we get all that sweet gear. No, I'm easy. Sure.
Okay,
Uh,
I think the choking fog also puts me off, despite the warm, hot and cold signals from a car.
I mean, the hot, treacherous magma bridge puts me off.
So which way do you want to go? At the moment, you're standing here.
I don't know where we are. So, I keep forgetting the NPC's name.
Akal.
Akal. Akal wants us to go over the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Just call him Carl.
You could just say that. That's fine.
Carl wants us to go over the bridge.
He says, I'm not happy about it, but you can call me that if you want.
Carl, my man. Carl, you're a solid guy. You want us to
Let's
go
follow
over the
him.
bridge? I'm
do it.
more of a naff off. Take our time with this sort of man. Scramble,
Go
you
sneak across,
round.
sneaky guy.
I mean,
If
there's
you're so
lava
sneaky,
there,
do something
man.
useful.
I've been doing something. I've been scouting this way out for you, making sure there's no one
Well,
here. You know.
Keep going. Do it some
I'll
more.
go. If you're scared, I can go take a look.
Otherwise,
not
the bard will
scared.
go first, and you don't
I'm
want
not
that to happen.
scared. I'm just
You know,
giving you.
if he walks in, the fire lizards will be doing the conga,
dude.
and then everything will go wrong.
It's
All right,
totally fine to be scared here, all right?
I'm not
We're
scared.
We're
but I'm just
underground.
suggesting
dragon.
you.
I know you're an elf.
Just
You
giving
like it
you-
up there with the flowers. We're
I do.
underground. You're out of
I
your
do.
element.
Do you even know me? I immediately go over the bridge.
I do actually. Sorry, I do know that you were. I actually worked this out when we met from your
Oh,
name.
you did. You rolled to know my
Never mind.
work out my name.
Yeah. I know you're used to underground, but in a place like this, your instincts are kicking against you.
Okay, so you cross
Dang
with
it.
Akal.
Back.
Sorry, you advance with Akal sort of to this bridge, and you notice that the cavern walls are lined with metal gantries and cranes and all this sort of industrial-looking
I was
equipment.
going to ask. It's a crane and not a
Wow.
trebuchet. Damn.
Yeah, and
I'll yeet you 300 meters.
they seem to be supporting immense crucibles of scorched clay. A crucible being like a big container that you melt molten metal inside of. Huge chains stretch across the cavern, apparently to shuttle multi-ton buckets of ore across the lava. The heat takes your breath away as it intensifies, bringing water to your eyes and baking your skin. From where you stand, the only obvious way across is via a narrow stone trestle built for rail carts. And the sound of rhythmic hammering seems to come to you from somewhere beyond the magma rift. What do you do?
Spicy here.
Well, apparently those newts are, as I said, I think the newts are being pretty industrious. So I think they'll probably be too busy hammering. We should go and grab them. I think we can make our way across this stone gantry.
It's not
Especially
too
if the elf
late.
goes first. Go on,
Not
Scramble.
too late. It's not too late to back out. Is all I'm saying. Like I'll do it. I'm just saying it's not too late to take the sensible option and not and go and take the long route just in case. But I'll do it. Is there anything? The crucible is empty at the moment. There's not stuff in them.
Sorry, say that one more time.
So the crucible is empty at the moment.
Yeah, they don't appear to have
Okay.
anything in them at the moment.
Right. So it doesn't look like they've been using these recently. Okay. At a glance, that is.
Not this
all right,
particular
sure. I
one,
will.
yeah.
Yeah, the one I can see. Yeah, I'll go on ahead then. If you want me to go first, just to try and work out what this clanging noise is. I'm happy to do that. Yeah.
Cool, you go ahead. So you're going to advance along this passageway at the end of the bridge?
Yes.
Okay,
I
cool.
am.
You follow, and it seems to curve to the left. The rest of you are hanging back. Is that my understanding?
Sure.
Cool. All right. The tunnel curves to the left, and the hammering seems to get louder. It keeps curving.
Okay. Like when I can see that there's an extra corner, I'll like wave them forwards at least to the other side of the bridge, sort of thing.
And we all do these complicated, like... I'm doing it, at least. I'm like,
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
Little chubby dude.
Nice. You'll make your way along here, and then you see the tunnel opens out a little bit more, and you peek around the corner, and what you see as the hammering sound grows louder, but it doesn't seem to be coming from the chamber ahead. This that you glance through this diagonal little opening on your right is an enormous rectangular chamber, and there seems to be a smelter working in here. A rectangular pit in the center of the room is filled with molten iron. 6 devices of dwarven design and make, arranged around the pit, seem to siphon off the liquid metal and draw out, presumably, the impurities. A smaller pool in the southeast corner holds what appears to be molten silver. You also see... What? How do I do this? You probably see, like, this part. You also see creatures that look like a mix between a humanoid and an amphibian, and an elemental fire creature seem to be tending the machines. So far, they haven't noticed you.
At this point, I've seen something interesting. I'm gonna go back and get the lads.
Cool.
I'm not gonna be a hero.
you repeat my vivid description to them.
I repeat your vivid description to them. Possibly, if they appear to not spotted me, as long as they're willing to be very quiet, it might be sensible to all get up to have a look at it.
Cool. You're all looking.
Let's all try and peek around the corner. Yeah.
Let's put you on the map. Can you guys please put yourself just here? Oh wow. And yeah, try to spread out to your own little squares. Nice. Nailed it. And I wish I could do an icon for Akal, but he's going to have to be a box again.
Make him a circle. Mix it up.
He's a very rectangular dude.
Right, fair enough. I guess the dwarf's quite, like, square.
Yeah. I wish I could move it.
Draw a picture of him.
Broad and squad, as they are.
Cool. So what would you like to do?
Right. So, I'm going to ask Carl. Carl, are these the newts?
Yes, those are fire newts.
Alright.
I thought you said they were idiots. Look at them. They're working that machinery like a pro.
Well, they've had many years to figure it out. They're already doing things wrong. Look at the impurities in that molten liquid metal.
I'll take your word for it.
Totally, dude.
Totally, dude.
Are they like... Can we, like... Does water put them out? How does that help?
Fire newts.
You know much about them?
Make a history check.
Me? I'm asking him, but I'll make one.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can both make one.
Alright. I mean, I got 16 on that. Not
Goodness
bad.
gracious. Okay.
What I got?
You both...
25, not 20.
Oh, no,
wow.
I defer.
You all get together. You can roll one too if you want, Scrunchmore, and I can
Scratch our heads.
weave you into this narrative.
Wow, wow.
What did you roll?
You just go, yeah,
Fine.
every now and then. You're like, yeah.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
not-
on
that's-
flames, they
that's
look
my halfling
like
lucky.
nerds.
Okay,
They
sweet.
suck at everything.
So what you guys all get together and go, so fire newts, what do you know? And you all kind of share bits of information, but then Scroungemore will just say, I don't know, they look like pussies to me. And then the rest of you seem to agree with little snatches of what you've heard from stories and legends that they are native to a fiery environment. So anything that would burn has no impact on them. Other than
Dude,
that,
I know this poem about hot frogs, and I just realized that's totally about them, dude.
Oh, well. Alright, so what you're saying is Green Flame Blade, not a useful cantrip.
if it does fire damage, you all agree together
Very
that
much
it seems like
does
they
fire damage.
aren't even put off by the extreme heat. So, yeah.
All of its damage is fire damage.
What would you like
Not
to
your
do?
normal attack damage, though.
No, just the Green Flame Blade.
Yeah,
Just
so it doesn't make your attack any worse.
No, I could still
Unless
do it.
they
It
heal
would
from
just,
it. Yeah.
yeah,
Green
it would
Flame
just,
Blade.
I would use a cantrip to effectively do 0 extra damage.
Yeah,
Assuming they're
Yeah,
fully
yeah. It would be no different to a normal attack. That's all.
Yeah, so I may as well just do a normal attack and see if any other characters come and use.
You know, we can see all these fire lizards working away, and what do you want us to just like try and kill them all? Like, what's your plan now?
You see him thinking. He says, well, maybe we could lure them into the magma. I mean, that's probably our greatest weapon in this environment, but I don't know how we would lure them.
I thought you said they were immune to heat.
Don't they like magma?
Yeah, they do.
So how would that help us?
So that's a terrible plan.
Maybe it wouldn't.
Don't blacksmiths always need a trough of water?
Yeah, you see a trough of water just down here.
There's the quenching bucket.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not
nice.
silver. Right. I thought that was the silver.
Yeah, I thought that was a silver too.
If we can lure them, we'll throw them in there somehow. It seems unlikely.
So are these guys? Do they talk? Let's listen to them.
Oh no, you're right. This is the silver one. Sorry, I'm misreading my notes. It looks so much like water, but that is silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
All right, but there presumably is a water trough somewhere. We just haven't necessarily seen it yet.
You see potentially. Yeah, Akal says, "Yeah, there's usually water around. I'm surprised I can't see it yet." But he also says, "Well, molten silver. They're probably not immune to that."
Okay.
Molten metal. Interesting.
Okay. And then I think, there's all these tracks, so that means there's probably like a novelty little rail cut. And if we load them onto the tracks, we can run them over with it. That's always a good laugh.
Okay.
Is there a rail car nearby?
What are you cooking up, dudes? What are we cooking up here?
What are we
I think
cooking?
the elf should go first and
What if I
them.
disguise myself as a fire newt? I'm not sure where that gets me, but what if I did it?
can you do that?
I have disguised
that?
self as a spell.
Yeah, I've disguised self too. We could go as a pair.
And then once we're in there,
We could do something.
push them in. Yeah, I don't have a good plan beyond that.
How about if we just want to start them fighting?
Start them fighting.
Yeah.
Like each other?
Let's watch them for a moment.
Just as
Let's see if they do.
you have this little discussion, you see the crane to your left down here. You see it lowers a crucible into the magma, and it sort of fills up this metal. The metal inside the crucible is filled up with magma, and it slowly melts and melts until it becomes liquid magma. Then you see the crane raise it back up, rotate it around, and put it on the tracks in this little cart that's there. And then the cart takes off in this direction. Wait, wrong button. Takes off in this direction.
Oh.
So it's some sort of automated process that hadn't kicked in until just then.
Oh wow. This is very sophisticated.
And you see the fire newts don't look up. It must be expected. They don't seem surprised by that. They just keep working.
And they're just they're not like interacting with each other at all. They're just working their stations.
You get the sense it's so loud that it would be kind of pointless for them to be chatting to each other.
It's loud. Okay. So we could probably sneak, if we wanted to find out what was left, we could probably sneak past when that happens and create a bit more noise, sort of. I don't know if that's something we care about doing or if we just want to start a fight. But like, I feel like the more information we can get before we start anything, the better.
Yeah, we can. We just gotta time it with the clangs. This is
Yeah,
really
exactly. When it
expensive.
like rotates around and drops it down, as soon as it starts going, we sprint across the tunnel.
Yeah.
Follow that car.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
follow
to find out more.
All right, are we ready?
And then
Well,
we start
what-
agreeing a few other signals.
We're gonna wait until the cart drops down again and then go. Is that the plan?
Okay. Just in case you guys don't kill them instantly, let's roll initiative just to be
Oh,
prepared.
are we fighting? I thought the plan was to find out more rather than kill them.
To go across this tunnel.
I know this
I think the point is
Yeah. We're
This is just a turn order in case
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
something
sure,
happens
sure.
later.
Okay.
Let me get myself in the tracker. Ooh, God.
how do you do that?
You right click
If you
your
click
icon.
your token,
Yeah, if you click your token, then click initiative, it automatically
Oh
puts it.
bollocks.
we can't right click and get a menu on it. We don't
Oh,
get a
okay.
right click menu.
Gotcha.
But the sheet does do the add to tracker thing if it's got a token selected.
Sweet. All right, so that's the order, but we don't necessarily need it yet. So you guys are going to go straight or right, like into the chamber, or follow the track?
Follow the track.
Follow the
So
track.
yeah, the plan is to go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When you said this way, did you indicate anything?
I pinged on the
Oh,
map.
okay. Sweet.
You see
Okay.
that?
Cool.
Yeah.
In that case, let's do a little reveal. Are you going first, the little sneaky boy?
I will wait for the cart to fill up the crucible, drop the cart, and then go, and then we'll follow it, assuming there's another cart there, or it comes back at some point.
Okay. It happens again, but after about 5 minutes, and you're following the cart?
I'm willing to wait 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's the plan.
So you follow the
Just
cart.
for a bit of additional
And-
noise.
You see, just before you leave, Akal says, that tunnel, I think, is where we used to pack the ore into the carts, and then the flatbed rails would sort of like take it the rest of the way, but I'm not sure. It's been a long time. See what you can find out.
Alright.
Okay.
Am I going by myself, or are people following me?
No, we'll come with you. We'll follow you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if we've got the cover of Clang.
Okay, so you're all you need to roll stealth checks then, please.
Yeah.
I'll take the
Do we get?
lead.
Should we? Is there any kind of group stealth, or are we just doing it individually?
Well, if you'll do it individually, I'll just see if the group check is passed or not. So initiative,
cool.
then stealth. So 19, 26, 10. Okay, that's two pretty big successes. I'll say that the stealthier Scrounge more and Scramble sort of dive underneath your foot just before you step on a loose rock. Okay, sweet. So as you
I let him step on the loose rock. I'm not getting.
as you turn the corner, you peek round. So I'll move you. Hold on. You guys see this sort of
Holy shit.
huge mounted kind of creature. It doesn't seem to have noticed you yet, but I'll put you guys sort of like. Actually, where would you have been to actually get a view of this? You'd probably have to be here. Here. Okay, cool. So you get to sort of glimpse around that corner, and it looks to be like a stable area. As you can see, more than one of these things sort of tied to this wooden post. And anyone roll a history check, please.
Anyone or everyone?
Or nature or history.
Boom.
16.
I've got the same in both.
19.
I'll roll nature instead to be different. I don't know shit.
Okay, so we got a 16. Okay, Scroungemore actually remembers that these are giant striders, and they are pretty loyal and aggressive if they interact with people who aren't their masters, from what you remember.
Damn. Hoping if we're losing the eagles, hope we could catch a new ride. But
I mean, are the fire lizards the newts, their masters? I guess maybe.
can we see any?
Do they
newts
look
nearby?
like they are heat proof at all? Striding things?
What was your roll? With a 16, I will say that they appear to you as though they are of a similar skin complexion to the fire newts, so you would presume a similar level of resistance.
Sure.
Are there any fire newts around, or is it just these?
Just these guys.
Boys? All right. Not the most useful. I'm not sure we want to go down this route much further.
I mean, I could just use my by popular demand feature to find a place to perform. No.
As you guys are having a look, you see another minecart come up behind you, and because this is only a narrow corridor, you're about to be like pushed forward by it. What do you do?
Oh, I do a quick acrobatic jump off of... I jump up and jump off of... what's his name? Scrammle's shoulders.
Okay.
So like, look out! Thing coming!
Give me an acrobatics check. What do you two S words do? Scramble and Scroungemore.
Just try and like flatten myself against the side of the.
Okay,
the
I'll
side of the
say
wall.
Dex.
Because I'm pretty small.
Dexterity check, please, and I will say for Scramble, who hasn't told me what he's going to do yet.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a little flip over it or something. Just
Okay.
like jump over it.
Give me an acrobatics
Some way.
check, please.
Acrobatics. Pretty good.
Okay, so you and Jex are able to do like a quick parkour wall jump over the side of this cart.
It's like improvised, but he sees me jumping in the air towards him, puts his hands up to push my foot, and I do a flip off.
And then I grab onto your ankles and use your momentum to help me flip over as well, just to give me a little boost off.
And unfortunately, Scroungemore tries to use his, because you're a halfling, right? Tries to use his diminutive build to slip by on the outside, but he underestimated the girth of his beer belly and gets completely pushed forward by this cart into the path of these creatures. And you manage to pull over here, but you notice as the creature sees you that it starts making these panicked noises and starts pulling against its tether. So you're gonna need to roll initiative, but you already have. So let us see what happens with this guy.
What the fuck are you doing? Get back here! Just
the cart pushed me.
The cart pushed me.
the hand signals. The hand signals.
Okay, cool. So you see that he's still trying to pull at his cart. So that means Scramble gets to react first. What do you do?
Oh, what do I do? Oh my word, what a choice. Would that work? Ah, no, humanoid, damn. I was wondering if Charm Person would work on these creatures. Just to try and keep it calm, but it's humanoid. And I assume they are not humanoid. What else can I do? I can... disguise self as only self. I'm trying to work out how to help here rather than just start a fight.
I think we just got to wipe them out.
We don't, but if there's no fire newts nearby.
Just animals. They're just animals who got a bit spooked by seeing someone unusual.
Yeah, exactly. They just got to, animals get spooked sometimes, and it's going to take a lot of interpretation to work out that there's some intruders here.
Okay.
So
we don't want to kill the poor striders. What if they attack us?
We don't
If they
need
attack you, then you fight them. But if you can back up and calm them down.
Okay.
You say you've got disguise self as well.
Yeah, I could pretend to be a fire newt.
But
They've
it's
already looked at me,
Scrammel's... this is good strategy, but Scrammel is the one reacting at the moment. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Is there... Okay, I'm going to talk this through and then work out. If there's is there some way I can run up to Scroungemore, grab him, and then use, cunning action or something to, disengage from them?
You'd be able to disengage, but you wouldn't be able to disengage on his behalf.
I wouldn't be able to grab him in the process. I wouldn't be able to grab him on it. Okay.
Although I think actually, that would work, because if you're pulled out of someone's attack range without your own volition, then you don't attract an attack of opportunity. So you could do it, but it would require you to be quite athletic about it.
Don't say athletics. That's not my strong point.
There's a lot of muscle involved here. You're dashing over, lifting a person bodily and dashing away. Go on.
I mean,
Dude, these are wild animals. You stay calm. Keep them calm.
I just don't know what I can do. I might just have to see how it plays out. To be honest,
you can hold your action to do.
I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna pull out whatever weapon seems. I'm gonna pull out my bow and just be ready to do something when something is needed.
Okay, but give me the trigger. So when things turn bad, like aggression or something.
Yeah, if any fire newts turn up, I want to take a pop at them. Or if the animals start attacking Scroungemore, can I do if something starts attacking Scroungemore, I'd like to shoot the thing that starts attacking it.
Sweet, Scroungemore's turn. I will consider your bow held ready. And Scroungemore...
The fire newts are ahead of me now.
Well, no, those are striders
ahead of you. Sorry. Yeah. The striders are ahead of me. I mean, on initiative.
No, they're not. What do you mean?
I mean, they rolled a 19.
Oh, sorry, no. I explained at the beginning that they spent their turn, pulling against their tethers.
Oh, they got spooked.
Right, that was their turn.
Yeah,
Okay,
he surprised them.
Okay.
He surprised them by coming out of nowhere.
I'll just, take some steps back and make sort of calming noises, like that,
okay.
Like I'm a fire newt.
Give me, and you're just pretending to be a fire newt.
Well, I'm just trying to soothe them.
Okay, give me a animal handling check with disadvantage because you're not a fire newt.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Roll again. Look at your +0 there. That's sitting there. Okay, with a 6, you see it sort of lean towards you and try to snap at you, but it can't quite reach you through the tether. That didn't go well, but you back up to where? Like here?
Just a little bit. But I'm also sort of trying to evaluate how much of a threat they are, and it sort of seems like they're a bit sketched out, but they're just sort of like wagon pullers.
Yeah. So as it tried to snap at you, that was kind of it can't really do an attack of opportunity because it's tied up, but we'll just blend those two things together for flavor because it would have had one if it had the ability to snap at you. Cool. So is that the end of your turn, or do you want to do something else?
That's fine.
Sweet. Next up is Jax.
I'm just gonna cast Minor Illusion to make a little cloud of smoke appear, like black smoke, like you might get in a big mountain full of lava in between the Strider and Scroungemore.
Okay. So let's say kind of here. Oh, that drawing isn't working very well, but I imagine like there.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
So that's an illusion. I'll say okay. Cool. So that's the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all I'll do right now.
Okay. So on the Strider's turn, it's going to try to interpret this sudden appearance of smoke, and I will say that it requires... It can't really rely on its senses in here because there's so many other smells and sounds. So it's going to make an intelligence check to determine, like when you hold up a towel in front of a dog and then you run away.
Permanence.
Like does it
have object permanence?
Yeah. This intelligence check will determine that. Okay, wow. With a 1, you hear basically the giant striders go from like squawking and pulling to suddenly making this more different squawk, like oh. Like they're a little bit confused, but you don't hear them pulling as much. But you do hear the sort of like crane behind you plunging the crucible into the lava, so you get the sense that the system is clicking over again.
All right, dude. Be ready. It's gonna come through again. Let's run for it.
Next up is Scramble.
I'm gonna attempt to get out of this tunnel and away from the car. I wanna like, if I run round this corner sort of thing. I don't know how far I can get, obviously, but if I try and run around this corner, is the arm not gonna hit me? The crane thing.
Oh, it's quite big. You could pretty easily avoid it.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want to have to run all the way across this entrance, but if I can just duck around this corner, that'd be what I'd like to try and do.
Okay, so...
I will use a dash action if I need to.
5, 10, 15...
Or even
20,
2 dash actions if
25.
you need to.
Oh, yeah,
30.
I can do it as a bonus action. That'll be plenty of it.
You can go to...
What's your move speed? 35 or 30?
5, 10,
where
15,
is that?
20, 25,
Speed
30. Actually, you can get to
You
here
can
with
move 90
30.
feet and around.
And I will say, now that you're there, you get to see slightly more of the area. And
Oh, that's
like,
I am this one.
What would you like to do now? Oh, sorry, I moved the wrong character.
That's alright. Don't worry.
That's all right.
I'm going to
Nice.
be probably running around there anyway.
Sweet, that's where you are. What would you like to do?
I just want to make sure I'm out of the view of this
Okay,
tunnel,
give
so
me...
like hide somewhere.
Okay, I'll say you're close enough to the wall. Give me a stealth check.
Yeah, I can make a hide action if I need to, because I have the cunning action.
Technically, yeah, it would be a hide action, so we'll say
Well-
that's your bonus cunning action.
Okay, does that just making a stealth check? Is that what
Yeah.
hide
Like,
does?
hiding is the ability that you have, and the stealth check is measuring how good that hide is.
Yeah,
21, yeah.
So,
You've... Go on.
21?
I was so you're not hidden unless you try to hide.
Okay, cool.
You feel very stealthy, blending in with the shadows and smoke billowing around you. Is
I'll
that the end of
shuffle
your
up
turn?
a little bit if these guys need to like just an extra if I need to when these guys turn up, sort of thing.
Okay, cool.
That's all right.
I forgot
Just to make sure they've got
do...
space.
Okay, next up is Scroungemore.
So what's the plan, folks? I mean, I'll follow you both down the corridor.
Let's get out of the way of the minecart is the current plan.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
about
yeah.
to come tumbling down.
Oh, it bashed me last time.
It
Yeah,
did.
so get the hell out of that tunnel.
Okay, well, I'll cast Expeditious Retreat on myself. I quite like that one. Where is it? So I get to dash quite a lot, but I'm not quite sure what the distances are here. Let's have a look. I can only get 25 feet, and then I guess I can do another dash. So I think I could probably maybe make it around to where to go and stack up.
Yeah,
Maybe?
go for it.
Great. Oh, but do I have to be sneaky as well?
Well, yeah, if you're going to be hiding, the opportunity to hide is kind of like, it's slightly different for a rogue, but I'll say you can, I mean, to be honest, make a stealth check because you're more than usually able to hide because of how loud it is and how distracted they are and thereby what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, I finally found an icon.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
feeling stealthy.
You can attach that if he has a character sheet. You can attach that to the sheet so you can drag it in the same way as us.
Sweet. Awesome. So I will say I'm going to add a Carl. I've just used a random bandit token for him. So then we're going to have...
A bandit!
Oh, I added too many turns. So we're going to roll... So hold on, that was your turn? Is there anything more you want to do with your turn other than move?
No, I'm quite happy.
Oh, wow. With a stealth of 22, yeah, you blend in with the rogue and feel very comfortable. Next up is... Once I do this...
Get
Who
comfy.
did we just have? Scroungemore, right? So then it is Akarl's turn. So Akarl is going to try to move in here as well. I haven't been keeping very good track of him. But he's going to go there. And he's going to say, all right, guys, I think we're going to have to, I don't know. He points over into the forge and says, I don't know if this is the revenge talking, but I just really want to plunge them into the molten silvery thing and just watch their bones turn to crusty statue. And then he just kind of trails off into expletives. And
I love your rage, Carl. I wanna, help fulfill your mission of pure vengeance.
That is the end of his turn. Jax's turn.
All right, so I'm going to come out to where they back over here, and try and run across. Because the thing is, or I'm going to wait until that's about to drop and then complete the last thing as the noise is going through.
Okay. You can make your little dash, and yeah, they seem not to notice you, and that noise is pretty consistent for them.
And I'm going to hide back behind there again.
Okay.
Find that. Yep, there it is.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
And then...
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, sorry. With the guys, I'm like, all right, if we're going to fight these assholes, let's go ahead, get everything ready. Get ready to go in and start. But I'm going to heat things up a bit if we're ready to go in. We're going to make things...
Yeah, I don't think I need much prep. I think I'm basically ready to go whenever we want to go.
I mean, okay. I could do some illusion creating. I could try and like create a pretend. I can only do a 5-foot cube, but I could put a little path over the molten silver. See if they walked into it. But that would only do one of them anyway.
I think we
make
just
everything blow up in some way. Just go and start smashing heads.
Just
So,
make use of the fact
if
that
you-
they haven't seen us yet to take some surprise actions.
Yeah,
Stealth,
wait,
kill.
here's the plan. Here's the plan.
Yeah.
You and I, you know how to make minor illusions. Between us, we make a minor illusion that looks like the crane here, so we can each do half of it. So that we can just be stood in this entranceway behind it.
And what's that going to achieve?
Well, it means we can start doing stuff from behind the entranceway.
But if we do stuff and it passes through
Like
the
if he
illusion,
wants to shoot an arrow. Only if they
If
see the
stuff
arrow
goes to-
pass through.
Yeah, but yeah.
It'll give us a moment to start things.
I mean, if
I'd
we've
rather
got
start
stealth
with a good old
anyway,
lightning bolt.
if we're
Well,
hidden anyway at the moment.
spend one round of hiding to put up this cantrip wall.
I say we send in the backstabby elf. We've seen his huge damage. Just get in there and start slicing and dicing.
Well, no, because I got a plan that works better if if they don't know any of us are in there yet.
Okay.
Well, if you want to talk us through it and go first, we can. I'm happy to.
Okay, so, I mean, I'm gonna use minor illusion. I want to. Okay, just trust me, Scroungemore.
Okay,
gonna be
I trust
sweet.
you.
Okay, so I ready an action to when it's Scroungemore's turn and he casts minor illusion, I cast minor illusion, and we both make the image in here.
Like this area?
Yeah, that
cool.
just looks like the stuff behind it.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so you ready in action. Next up is Scramble.
The Scramble, you should get ready to shoot it whatever you want to.
Yeah, sure. If you've got this minor illusion up, I'll take a little step forward. I'll position myself slightly better. Do any of these newts look particularly more tough than any of the others?
They look very much the same to you. You imagine that their
that's fair.
culture probably prizes all kinds of different physical features that are subtly different, like the longer claws, but you don't know what they are.
That's fair.
Oh,
I
and
just wanted to,
we tell. Yeah, you gotta tell Scramble. It's like, that's an illusion, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Also, Scramble, you notice that in your current position, the crane will probably put the cart on top of your head in a few minutes.
Fair enough. If the illusions, can I step here and not be in the way of the cart if I'm
Yeah, that's fine. That's a good
still
position.
behind the illusion?
So you're readying an attack?
I've got my bow ready and drawn for when I get the signal to fly a shot into whichever one either the closest one, or if you tell me you're dealing with some of them, I'll shoot at a different one. But
Cool.
communicate something. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll be ready to loose a shot at whichever one I need to.
I'm gonna get the ones at the back to distract themselves.
Okay, so I'll shoot a nice close one. Yeah.
You don't hear anything from the Striders. You
pretty
get the
much.
sense that they were having a figment of their own imagination appear and then disappear very quickly. Next up is Scroungemore.
Okay, so I'm ready to cast minor illusion.
Okay, we cast our Vista.
Okay, cool. It looks pretty good to me.
Okay.
We do a gentle but silent high. We do a fist bump.
Okay.
I go for a
Fist
high
bump?
five and then have to turn it to a fist bump because a high five would be too loud.
Scramble does the opposite.
Do you want to move your location, Scroungemore, at all?
Oh yeah, I guess I'm happy to if I can dash across and hide behind here. Probably
Sweet. Okay.
good.
Next up
I'll stand out here.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn? I think if you have a bonus action or
No.
some sort of things. Okay, a Carl /
I'm
Bandit.
good.
I'm going to
Carl's
say
ready
that
to go.
I'm going to say a Carl starts to refer to himself as Bandit as his new man of action nickname.
All right, Carl.
Yeah, he and I are like, hey, that's nice. I'm gonna call you Bandito. We're the two Banditos.
You see him look at his equipment and he's got this big warhammer, but he doesn't seem to have a ranged weapon on him, so he just reaches down, picks up a piece of rock and just holds it menacingly.
I mean, you can be ready to run in and smack if you want.
Yeah, once they realize that we're behind an illusion, we go and fight them melee. But until then, we pepper them.
Okay, he says, all right, I'll hold my warhammer then, just in case. And he's going to ready an action in case the illusion stops working. Cool. Next up is Jax.
Okay. The one at the back there, I can see that, right? Yeah, and it's
Show me.
within 120 feet.
Yeah, that's fine.
The one at the back over there. Mm-hmm. The corner there. I'm going to look out at him, and I'm going to start whispering into his mind.
Okay.
I'm
Using
going to say,
mind
using
whisper?
magic powers,
Okay.
enemies abound. So I look at him, and I start saying, in word he can understand this, even though I'm not speaking a language. These dudes aren't your friends. That guy, he's planning on pushing you into the silver. That guy, he's gonna steal your strider.
Okay, are you referring to a specific person that is doing this to him?
So these ideas just come into his head. So,
Okay, cool. On a failed
so
save.
he has to make an int save.
Yeah. Regarding all creatures it can see as enemies.
Basically.
Yeah?
Yeah. He won't be able to tell who's an enemy and who's not.
Sweet.
He thinks everyone's an enemy, basically.
I see. Okay. It just chooses another creature as target. It must choose
Pretty cool.
the target at random from among the creatures it can see within range of the attack spell or other abilities it's using. Okay. So it makes random choices every time.
Yeah. It has no way of telling who's its friend and who's its foe.
Okay, sweet. All right, let's see how this save goes. Fine.
So I think my DC, let me check it, but I think it's 14.
You sure?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, intelligence save coming. Oh, wow. That's a 5. It feels very concerned, and you see it start to put down its tools and crouch down and look at all the fire newts around it with suspicion.
Have you given me the signal?
Well, wait for this guy to do something.
Okay.
Or maybe you shoot a different one. Do whatever.
Now that
I mean, I'm
I'm
happy to continue to hold my action and realize that I'm next. So if now is
Yeah.
the time, I'll lose a shot and then have a
It depends.
turn. But
Okay, so hopefully he'll start fighting them,
hold on one second.
and then they'll all be distracted.
We have to add him to the order if he's going to do something.
Sure.
And then we're going to see.
boy.
We're going to see how it's going to be an initiative roll, but we're going to say that it's going to be the roll that determines how quickly he decides to take action on this new way of thinking.
I'm like whispering, "There's enemies here. They're gonna kill everyone. They're gonna kill you all. You can't trust your friends." And then
Okay.
presumably, if he sees someone get shot,
Okay, I will say that he's going to react just after Scramble. So now it's Scrammle's turn.
okay. So Scrap, if you want to go ahead and loose off your ready to action, when I do that, that's fine. If you're just gonna attack them on your turn, then you might as well use your ready to action.
Well, I mean, it's that, or I ready an action this turn as well to start shit.
Oh yeah, if he starts something, you start
Yeah,
firing
and
it.
then hopefully I can get some, and then hopefully they're focusing on him rather.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
I will continue to aim at Newt near. I mean, considering he's as far, I want to aim at one. If he's like in the far corner up here, I want to try and aim at one somewhere down here. That's like in theory, they're all going to be looking up this way. So I'd like to pick one at the back from if they're all
Okay.
looking that way.
We'll say
sort of
you're
thing.
aiming at that
So
one
like
there in
this,
the corner.
this guy, for example. Yeah.
Sweet.
He
Okay,
would be
so
great.
you're
So
continuing
as soon as
to
this
hold
guy,
your
so when
action.
this Newt starts shit and they start paying attention to him, I'm gonna shoot that one. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, sweet. So now I'm going to roll a D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. He can't see you guys, so he's just going to pick one of his friends. But there is no such thing as a D7. So I'm going to roll a D8 and then just ignore the number 1. Okay, so this... Oh, fuck off.
Should have ignored the number 8.
There we go, 4.
Should've rolled a
1,
D7.
2, 3, 4. Okay, so he is going to go and attack this dude. And what is his things? He's going to do... What's the range? Okay, so he's going to go... no, actually, he's going to go in melee, so he can move 30 feet. Alright, so he's literally going to sneak up behind this guy. And I'll say because he's not expecting it, it'll be... he's attacking, he's surprising him. So I'm just going to give him advantage on the attack, because that's more fun.
Sweet.
So this is going to be a bite attack. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay, so...
20.
This guy takes out his scimitar, I think. Is that what it is? No, it's a bite attack. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. He takes a bite out of his friend and does 12 piercing damage. And you see the Newt here just sort of like squeals out in pain and drops his tools and turns to face his attacker. And that is going to be... I'm just going to put them on the same initiative, so we'll resolve them as one.
Scramble, are you going now?
Assuming that the rest of the Newt's turn to be like, the fuck is going on?
I will say
Can
that
I-
it's still pretty loud, so it's kind of localized to their squabble for this immediate 2 seconds. Or
Sure.
6 seconds.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
he's holding.
I
them.
mean-
Okay, so you're holding your attack still because they're still engaged with each other?
Yeah, I'll use it before my turn, but I might wait till the other Newt starts doing something.
Sweet,
and so it
scrounge
becomes
more.
obvious, if that's all right.
Sure.
So yeah, so I can cast some. Right now, I could cast some Ray of Frost, which might be better against the little bugger. Anyone have a preference? Like I could hit all 3 of these guys with the lightning.
It'd be cool if you ready to do that for when all the other ones like start paying attention.
Okay, I'll just ready a lightning spell to
Because
blast
at the
Nice.
moment,
these 3
at the moment
with
they
the
have
light-
no
the-
idea we
the light.
exist and they're just fighting each other. So
Okay, and so yeah, again, the trigger would just be that they become aware that they're being attacked.
Cool. All right, sweet. Next up is Akal. Akal is going to ready his hammer and sort of looks at you guys and sees the discussion taking place and saying, all right, I'm ready. And then the next person is Jex.
okay. I am also going to ready a cast of Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Against whom?
We're all so ready.
Let's see, what's the range on it? 60 feet. If one of these, whichever one starts sees through this, or if he breaks. Yeah, if any of them start realizing we're here, or if this guy breaks his enchantment,
Sweet.
then I'm just gonna start firing.
Okay. Your turn, Scramble. Are you doing the same thing?
Yeah, I think we're all just readying actions until the
Sweet.
fire newts start
All right.
causing trouble.
So
aren't we?
what's going to happen is the fire newt's going to retaliate, but I think every time he gets hit, he gets to repeat his saving throw, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He gets to make another save.
So, oh, am I looking at the wrong thing?
Assuming Jex has got some awareness of this, I will also accept the signal now as a use your ready action.
Yeah.
All right, so this one is going to take out a scimitar. I knew I saw it somewhere. I was looking at the Strider's stats. So these guys do have scimitars. Okay, cool. So this one is going to attack his... So this one, the one that was just bitten, because, it's similar stats anyway. It's not that big a deal. Is going to attack with his scimitar. He's going to do 14. 14 does not hit. It sort of clinks off of his, comrade's brain-addled form. And he gets to attack again. And this time he does hit. And he's going to do 4 slashing damage to this guy. So
Okay.
therefore he's
Good.
going
It teaches us. We get to see how they fight.
he's going to repeat his saving throw, which
Yep.
was
A lot of armor.
intelligence,
Don't
right?
do much damage.
Yep.
10. He fails. He's
Nope.
still under the influence of the spell. So then this guy is going to try to attack back. And
Guy just look. He's trying to kill you. He's trying to kill you, dude.
21 this time. He
Nice.
does 7. -7. Oh, that's the wrong button. And then he's going to attack again. And he's gonna slay this guy and leave his corpse rotting on the ground.
Holy
One
shit.
down.
Whoa, we haven't even done anything. We've taken one out.
Okay, and then
Nice work.
he's going to actually we'll deal with that on his next turn. But I'm going to do a perception check for the rest of these guys to see if they noticed anything happening.
Yeah.
So let's do wisdom. Okay, with a 10, I'm going to say that, because it's a group, I'll say this one goes to investigate, and we'll see what happens to them next turn. But this other one seems to be not clued into the situation. Next up is that. Nothing happens. Scroungemore.
Should we just
Right,
hold
so-
again? Should we
Yeah,
hold?
so...
See
Yeah,
if
I
this
just-
one fire nuke can take out the other 6.
Yeah, exactly. I'm keen to see what happens. So I'm just gonna queue up a ray of frost on this
I'm
guy.
gonna put
that's ready.
a D6 out to count how many rounds this guy's been
And
doing
then
this
I'll-
stuff, because
then
it
I'll
will eventually
pass.
run out.
Not
Cool.
fast.
Okay, sweet. You're holding your turn?
Yeah.
Sweet. Akal says, "Filthy animals, I hope they kill each other." And then it's Jax's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold again.
Sweet. Scramble.
Yeah, we're holding.
All right, sweet. This guy is going to... I'll say because this makes everything he sees as enemies, he's going to notice this crane in the background, and we'll see whether or not he remembers what position it actually is supposed to be in. Minor illusion is against perception?
Int. You have
Oh,
to
it's
make an
again-
int check against our
Against minor
investigation.
illusion. Okay. An investigation check.
Against the spell DC, yeah.
Okay, what's the spell DC? You're
My one's
14.
14.
What's yours, Scroungemore?
Ground's probably 14 as well.
How do I... Oh, yeah, DC. Yeah, 14, yeah.
Perfect. Oh, wow. Okay, he is truly focused on his enemy, and he is going to roll... Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to roll a d6 this time to see who he attacks.
Oh, for future reference,
Yeah?
it takes an action to investigate. But if they interacted with it, they'd notice automatically.
Oh, okay. So, but because he was just perceiving it from a distance, do you think it would still take an action to do that?
I mean, it does look like what it is, so maybe he'd get a perception to see if he has the idea to go and investigate. It's up to you how you want to do it, but
Yeah, okay. Well, then I'll just let this decide who he's giving the evil eye to next. So with the 5, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he has his eye on this guy. And that's the end of his turn. And this guy is going to try to see what the hell and notice this dead body. And then he is going to run to warn his friends over here. And then these two guys get sort of like drawn to the attention that there's a dead body over there. And then we will see what happens to them because that sort of takes that turn to do.
Okay. How about now? You've got a line of. How about? I think now's a good time. Scrounge, you've got a line up there. What range? Yeah, can you do that line?
I can do that with lightning. Yeah.
All
Bolt it
right,
up.
let's start things up.
Sure.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun,
Ready in
dun,
action
dun.
time. We've all just been waiting for half a minute, just
Waiting,
ready our actions.
We
Yeah.
just waited about
I'm not
20
sure
seconds as we watched this
I'm
unfold.
not sure if these things obstruct my things, whatever the smelter things are. But
No,
assuming
they're
they
kind
don't.
of they're down in the pit, so these guys are above them.
Oh, I see. Okay, great. Well, then,
so-
I've got a clear line.
First guy in the line rolls a 4. Second guy rolls a 5. Third guy rolls a 3.
Destroyed.
Nice.
Okay, so
86 lightning damage.
yeah, roll it up.
Whoa!
Ba, 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 ba. Oh,
Nice.
good gravy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I will say with 25 damage, you reduce these 3 fire newts to a crispy, gecko side dish at a restaurant. They are toast. They are done. They are over. You can describe how the lightning takes flight if you would like to add any more detail.
Yeah, so I guess piercing white hot, twisting vortices of lightning strike across and reflect nicely off the sort of silver pool, and then sort of bury themselves in the far wall.
Nice. That happens very impressively.
Okay.
So therefore,
What's the range on your... You can shoot for a good range on your bow, right? Bramble.
I think it's still Scroungemore's turn because that was a held action, wasn't it? So then the next thing you'll do...
We've all got held
We've all got held
Oh,
actions,
sorry,
so
yeah,
we're
go
just
on.
letting them all loose at once.
Loose it
It's
up.
150 to 600, or 150 slash 600, whatever that means.
I'm gonna just shoot this. My one's shorter, so I'm gonna vicious mockery this guy nearby.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
So basically, unleash a string of insults. Again, it doesn't have to understand my language.
It's just
And
a
so it
force
has
of
to make-
charisma.
Yep. It has to make a wisdom save, and I'm just like, it understands. I'm like, this is all your fault. You misused the equipment. They're dead because of you.
That's shit.
Okay, so this guy
it
in the
has to make a
corner.
whiz save. Yep.
Cool. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, 18. He does save.
Yep. He saves.
Okay. So nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay. So but does he know? Does he see
He
you?
heard me. He definitely heard me.
Okay. Cool. But is it in his mind or vocally?
I think he heard. I think he would have heard me speaking. It would have been directional for sure.
Okay. Sweet. He can make a determination on his turn as to whether he knows where the voice is coming from.
Yeah.
Any other held
Shall I
actions?
I still have my own action. Shall I just shoot that one nearby then?
Yeah, might as well.
Presumably, I have advantage because they have no idea we're here. Which presume.
Yeah, I will say because this is happening at the same time, they don't know you're there, so you can roll with advantage. Yeah.
Brilliant, because you know what that means.
That you get
sneak
a
attack.
sneak attack because you're attacking with advantage. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
wow.
plan. Oh, I rolled it. Oh, well, okay. It took a while to come through.
So it does the advantage for you. So 20 hits, and then the damage hasn't happened yet.
Right. So that's some damage. Oh, that's not very much. Did I roll a
That was just your weapon. That's just
and
your weapon.
that's the sneak attack.
So 5 piercing.
That's a lot of ones
plus
in my damage rolls
7.
there.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. So that is
And then
12 in total, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Total.
Sweet. You see this arrow fly through the illusion and embed itself in this guy's lower thigh, and he starts to excrete dark black blood that you can vaguely make out through the steam, and it sort of looks to be clutching it in pain. Is there any other held actions?
Does a Carl have a rock he's ready to fling?
Oh
with one
yeah,
hand?
no, he decided that he was going to hold his hammer instead, so
Okay, sure.
he's going to run in and say, "That's it, I'm going to make them all corpses," and then he's going to attack, but I don't have a sheet for him, so I'm just going to do it manually. A 10 plus his 5 means that he misses. He clanks off of this guy's...
Does he run in?
Yeah.
Has he just come up through the illusion?
Yeah, he's come through the illusion, run in, tried to strike this guy, and failed. So then he's going to yell an insult in Dwarvish that if anyone speaks Dwarvish, they would understand, but otherwise they wouldn't. Cool. Next.
Let me check. Languages. Where are my languages listed?
No, of course I can't speak that.
Bio.
But if he spoke in Thieves' Cant, I'd be good. It
Well,
would
the
take him-
thieves can't. You can speak in any language.
Whose
Yeah,
turn
but
is
it
it?
takes
It's
several
Scroungemore's
times
turn
not
now
to
because I
say.
think that's all the
Okay.
held actions.
Okay, so I'll just come over here and try and shoot this thing with Ray of Frost, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah, you may as well stay if you can hit it from behind the barrier.
Oh yeah, sure. Well,
Yeah, I mean you
So
are.
I'm
You
sort
can
of
be.
peek-
Yeah.
I'm sort of
Yeah,
peeking
yeah,
through it. Where's Ray of Frost? Come on. Oh,
Oh, okay. So your attack is 13? Okay.
is that gonna do it?
Is it an attack roll?
Yeah, it rolled
yeah.
Does he still have advantage for the guy from being back here, or not? Is the guy aware we're here, or because
It still
I'll
hasn't been
run
his
forward.
turn yet, so technically he hasn't had time to react. So yeah, it's with advantage. Roll again.
Great. Thanks.
Oof, 14. Okay,
That
you
plus one.
send a ray of frost out, and you
Well-
miscalculate your arcane gestures, and you don't give it enough oomph. And as it enters the red hot air of the forge, the ice beam just starts to like melt and drip water on the ground.
If some of that water goes into the pool of liquid silver, then we should see some powerful steam and explosions.
Unfortunately, it doesn't manage to make it. It evaporates too quickly. But perhaps that's an area you can explore in the
Doesn't even get
future.
there.
is
So-
is Akal up here now?
He's right there.
Okay, I'm not seeing his token still back in the tunnel for me.
Oh,
For some
wow.
weird reason.
That's weird that it hasn't updated.
Yeah,
Have
same.
I put it on the wrong layer? No, it should be on the token layer. Yeah.
No, I've had this bug recently.
Oh.
Actually, it might just be Roll20 is loaded under too heavy load.
Yeah, no, he's
Fair
back
enough.
there for me as well.
So
Okay,
now
yeah.
Akar
No,
is going
not-
to take
not
this
see.
opportunity to lash out in rage. Oh, with a 5, he manages to fail once
That's
more.
our boy!
He seems angry and he looks towards the illusion and sort of like, and then remembers at the last second and looks back and goes, "I'll get you." And next up is Jex.
All right, let's try. I mean, he's gone out there. I'm gonna come running out as well.
Okay.
Sorry, there's a guy on top of me.
Classic Scratch.
Yeah, what about in the game?
I mean, my guy's over there. So I'm gonna come running over here.
Cool.
I'm gonna move through the guy's space. What can I see
Staring at you, silly cat.
What you
when I
see,
come through here?
you
Because
see.
I'm
Hold on.
still blinded. Yeah.
Why are you blind?
I just mean I can't see the area because it's in fog.
Oh,
Still.
that's
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah. Now that you guys are in the room, you see this. Can you see the rest of it?
Yes.
Sweet. It's kind
Okay,
of like a
so-
wall there.
I'm gonna move through Akal's space, through
Cool.
the gecko space, and to flank him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a little halfling. I go do some flips and stuff.
Yeah.
Yippee!
flips and
Nice.
shit.
And I'm going with this flanking. I'm going to try and stab him with my rapier.
Go for it. Roll with advantage.
So sweet. Rapier button. I pressed that in the wrong place. Hopefully it works anyway.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go. 16.
I will say that the 16 hits roll damage.
Okay.
Even though it's wearing like a little chain mail shirt over this creature, you manage to pierce through one of the little rings. Okay, so
Just
4
4.
piercing damage. Okay, so you see
I'm
this
going.
guy.
This guy's still up.
He's still up, but he looks worse for wear.
I'm gonna do that thing where I stab him a second time. That technique, my secret technique.
What?
What is
My
just?
mind.
Why is it secret that you can do it again?
It's it's just because I think I'm the only one with multi attack at the moment.
Oh, got
The
it. Got
party.
it.
So to
Okay.
the party, it's
I think rogues
it's my
don't get,
secret
ever
bard.
get more than one
Yeah,
attack.
my
Okay.
secret bard technique. I attack him 2 times.
Okay, so roll damage.
Thanks to losing our barbarian, you're the only one with 2
Alright.
attacks.
Okay, you see this Newt is basically bleeding out from multiple wounds and is on death's door, but not quite dead yet.
Okay, and then I'm gonna be like, "Good work, Akal. Keep it up," and inspire him.
Nice. Cool, so that's a
Oh.
D8 to add to an attack roll or a damage roll.
Attack roll or damage, or to his AC when being attacked as a reaction.
Sweet. Awesome. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's me.
Scramble.
Do either of the newts at the back look like they haven't noticed yet?
They haven't had the opportunity to notice yet, but you get the chance, the sense that they probably. It's pretty obvious to them that their compadres are missing.
They're about to notice, is what you're saying.
This is my boy over
What
here.
you're saying is, if I shoot at, for example, this one back here, I would still get advantage on that attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Then that is what I will do.
Even if you didn't, because you're behind something you can hide behind, you could use your
I could
rogue
I
action.
could use my cunning action to hide. Yeah. I was considering that as well, but if I don't need to, then I may as well hold on to it.
Go for it.
Longbow. Pew pew.
Okay, so your first roll is an advantage anyway. Yep, roll damage. That hits. I assume this one in the corner, right?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, the one in the corner.
Sweet. Okay, you see the arrows stick in and do some significant damage to him.
Damage. That's a better one last time. Still not crazy rolling.
The sneak attack. Sorry, that is part of it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, 15 total damage.
Okay, so I did that one. Then I do this one. Ooh, yeah, you see it's starting to having to clutch its side as its like dark ichor seems to spill out.
Yeah, they've got I'm trying to remember the numbers, and they got 25-ish health, I think, from what the numbers that I can't so far.
Cool. Awesome. So
they got ichor blood.
Well, ichor is just a word for gross monster blood. Also,
okay. I thought
it's
it
their
was
turn.
God blood.
So let's do this one.
Well, that's what
first.
it's a Greek word, ichor, that is the god's blood.
Okay,
but
it isn't necessarily
it has been used for
3. Okay, so this guy is going to go 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's going to try to get to his companion, but he's going to hit Akal in the way. And that means that he is going to... Actually, no, I suppose because he identified him as an enemy, that he's just going to have to... Yeah, he's just going to be like...
everyone as enemy?
If Akal's out of range, he wouldn't pick Akal. If there were people in range.
No, he randomly identified this guy as his villain.
I think he only picks people in range if he can.
Oh, okay. All right, let me roll again then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's do ignore the number 1. Ugh, every time I ignore a number, that's the number that comes up. Oh my gosh, seriously? Okay, that's better. 1, 2. Okay, so he's going to attack Akal, and then he's going to use his ability. Where is it? Okay, okay, 22, that hits, but even if Akal were to add... Actually, maybe that would help. He can add his AC is 17, so maybe if he rolls really well on the D8.
Roll a 6, yeah.
Is it a D6 or a D8?
No, he'd have to roll a 6, but yeah.
Okay.
That's possible.
He doesn't, but he still gets hit, so that means he's going to take the damage of 4. Sweet, and then this fire newt is going to attack again, and then... Ooh, he takes 6 damage. Akal is looking... kind of a bit bloody, not quite. He's in a bad way. Next up is the rest of these.
If Carl dies, it's gonna be for fucking nothing.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then this other newt is gonna get, and then it's 1, 2, 3. I'll say behind. So that means okay. So these guys go to investigate using their dash actions. And this guy sees the dead bodies and this guy with blood on his hands, and they've used their action to run over there, so we'll see what they do later. This guy is going to attack... I think Jex is the only one that successfully attacked him. So he's going to attack Jex. Did I click that twice? No. 16. Does 16 hit you?
It does not. Okay,
he's going to attack again. Does 22 hit you?
22 does.
You take 2 slashing damage.
2 damage. That's a lot of damage.
Ouch. G healing. You alright?
Next up is Scroungemo.
Okay.
So this guy is our buddy.
Which guy?
This one.
This guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So do you? Okay, so I guess I'll target this dude with magic, and I'll just cast level this one.
Okay, sweet. Go for it.
I'll just cast level 2 magic missile. So that's roll for. If I do 4d4 plus 1, will that do plus 1 to each one? No, it won't.
if you fire one of them at this guy, he's probably dead. This guy's looking real bad.
I'll just do +4.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's just. Oh, you did the whole thing. Okay, 15 against this guy over here.
Well, it probably. Maybe I heard Thingamabob. Maybe
Okay.
I heard Bardi say give one to this guy. So perhaps I'll direct one to go.
Well, you see me stabbing through this guy. Yeah.
I'll say the last one goes to him. So therefore, that's 8, 9,
3 damage would come off
10,
of it.
11, 12. Yeah. So 12 damage goes to this guy. And then 3 goes to this guy. All right, that guy's deadsies. This guy in between you just collapses onto the ground as the force bolt like carves out a piece of his skull.
I turn around to give you a thumbs up, and then I turn it into a spin as I realize. And I go like,
Just to not reveal where we are.
yeah,
Awesome.
and make it look like a combat flourish.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to do, Scroungy?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Sweet. Akal is going to clutch his wounds and realize that he's in a bit of a tough spot. So he is going to try to... Actually, this guy is the one that he's noticed that you influenced. So he's going to try and move through his space, but I think he has to make an athletics check to do that. I think
He's
you can...
still an enemy, right?
Yeah, he's still an enemy, but I think
okay.
you clued in Akal well enough to know what your plan was. So he's not going to deliberately screw it up.
If this guy is attacking randomly, he's the last one we need to fight because.
Yeah, I understand. But if it's just attack to Carl, there is a chance that he just goes, fuck, fire newts.
So he's going to go probably go over here, but he has to make an athletics check, I think, to get past that person's space. So let's see how he does. Okay, yeah, he's got a +2 that gets through him, and he's going to attack this person, and he's going to roll another d20.
Is he stood here or
Sorry, can you not see him?
there? No, I can see him.
Yeah.
His token hasn't moved. That's all.
Yeah, his token's stuck on the tracks.
Okay, cool.
So he's attacking this one. Can you see the ping?
Yeah, I see the ping. Is he stood over here then?
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay, cool.
Does he
Okay,
take
cool.
an opportunity attack from middle one?
Well, no, he made an athletics check to see if he could move through his space. So I suppose he would still take an attack of
He
opportunity.
would take an opportunity attack from this one, but if he did a little hop across the gap, he might avoid one from that guy.
Oh, yeah, I see. From that guy, I see what you mean. Well, yeah, I didn't think about that guy. All right, so he does attack him. Okay, so that means he gets hit with this. Nope, that misses. That guy nearly trips over himself trying to attack Akal. And then Akal made an attack against that guy, which is a 17, which does hit. And that means he's going to roll... What's a Warhammer again?
I would guess a D8.
D8. Yeah, I thought it would be 2.
You got an items app there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Let's do it for the time being.
Probably on there.
Okay, so he's gonna roll his d8. He gets a 6.
There is a 5e items app. No, it's not. No, there isn't. Google Play isn't.
5e items. Yep, it's here.
Let's go plus.
All
Okay,
right.
so that's a 9. Oh my gosh, he absolutely crushes this guy's skull. So
Nice.
this fire newt just collapses on the
1d8.
ground. Awesome.
Oh, it's versatile. So if he uses it two-handed, it's a D10.
Oh wow, I'll do a d10 next time. But this corpse is on the
Yeah,
ground, and
sweet.
he turns over his shoulder and says, "Guys, we're winning. We'll get the forge back yet." And then it's Jax's turn.
Okay, so I'm just in this little corner.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to vicious mockery this guy. And
Which
again,
one?
I'm just like the one over here,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, this is totally like, this is because you're unlikable. This is why this guy has turned on you all.
Okay, so he needs to make a save of some kind.
Yep, a wisdom save.
All right, wisdom save against 14. He rolls a 6. Okay, so that means he
Okay.
takes damage, right?
Yep, he takes 4 psychic damage, and he gets disadvantage on his next attack.
Nice. All right, I gotta do a little symbol so that I remember. So disadvantage, I'll say, is like a skull and crossbones. I don't know how I'm gonna see that, but it's there. Awesome. Is there anything else you want to do?
Let's see, it's a call in here. I'm going to give a call as a bonus action. I'm just going to point at him and be like, power over it! like I did originally, and heal him.
Okay, sweet. How much do you heal him for?
That's the healing word.
Nice.
Boop, 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 spells. Go away minor illusion, go away vicious mockery. Here it is, healing word. It's just a level 1.
Nice.
He gets 4.
Sweet. He looks a lot better. Less blood spilling everywhere. Next up is Scramble.
Right, hang on. So little crowny boy is the one that we want to keep alive the longest?
Yeah,
Alright.
he's the one who's gone cry. I just drew a little crown on him.
Okay, yeah, cool. So I guess I just take a shot at this. Are we still... Are they aware of us yet? Or do I need to make a hide... Shall I make a hide check to give myself advantage? I'll just do that, shall I? I'll use my cunning action to hide so I can get advantage and then shoot.
Go for it. Let's see if you successfully hide or not.
Do I successfully hide?
Okay, with a 29, I think you're sweet. Go for it.
Well, maybe he wants a perception check. Oh, wow, that's not great.
So with a 12, your arrow goes long, unfortunately, and hits the molten metal, and you can see the little wood of the shaft catch fire, and it just melts.
Oh.
It's hot in there, boy. It's all part of the plan. Don't worry.
You burned your shaft!
All part of the plan. Don't worry about it.
Cool. Is that the end of your turn?
That's kind of all I can do.
Sweet. All right. This guy is lost his... Which one? Is it... This one is your friend, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's lost his target. Oh, because Akarl's over there, so he's going to chase Akarl.
Well, I think every time he does something, he picks a random person.
Oh, okay. In that case, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he can only see 3, so I'm going to do a D4. Ignore the 1. Okay, so 2.
Disappeared from Google Play for me.
1, 2. He's going to attack Jax.
Maybe they're not on the store anymore.
So he's going to hustle down over here and try to attack Jax.
I can't find the item.
Does it... Oh, okay. 21 hits you and then 7 slashing damage, Jax.
20. Okay, 7 slash. Fair enough.
Cool. And then he's going to attack you again. This time only a 6, so he misses and swipes a little wide. And you see this glazed look in his eyes from your spell. This fire newt is going to see its fallen brethren and chase down the one that seems to be the dissenter in his ranks. And you get the sense that this guy is a bit older, a bit more senior, and he's trying to keep everyone in line. So he's going to try and attack this random guy. And he rolls an 18 successfully. 7... So that means he's going to repeat his saving throw on his turn, but he's going to attack again. He rolls a natural 1 and misses. Okay, so that's the end of his turn. Next up is... You hear striders in the distance sort of make squawking sounds, but it's more nervous than angry. They seem to have heard some of the scuffling going on, but they haven't taken action yet. Scroungemore.
Well, I really want to hit them with Ray of Frost, even though it's kind of harder to hit with. I'm going to use my Bend Luck to add 1d4
to the attack
roll. That's
roll?
probably not going to hit again, is it? Yeah. Oh, gosh, so terrible.
Okay, against which creature?
Against this old dude.
Okay, sweet. You see it miss, and you see him sort of look over and look at the illusion and sort of start to think, okay, maybe that's not the illusion he thought it was.
It's like, why do I ever do anything amazing magic missile? That's what I always ask. Good old magic missile.
Well, because magic missile uses spell slots, and Ray of Frost does not.
Never misses, though.
Next up is, unless you want to do something else, you want to move? Or...
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, Akarl is going to charge headlong over to this guy and make an attack.
Spells with slots usually do some damage, even if they miss.
Right.
But cantrips don't.
Okay, so he successfully hits this guy, and he's going to roll a d10 because he's holding it with 2 hands. Oh, that's unlucky. But he gets to add his 3, so that's 4 damage to this guy. This guy's on death's door. And that's the end of Akarl's turn. Where did Akarl's symbol go? There's so many overlapping dudes. There we go. There. Cool. And next up is Jax's turn.
Akarl is worried.
Okay. I know this guy is my buddy, but I'm currently flanking him with his ally, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to stab him.
Cool. Stab him up.
I'm going to be like, I was your only friend. He can't understand me, can he, when I speak normally?
I don't think so.
Okay, but I got flanking, core, Rapier. Oh,
Okay.
only an 11.
With an 11, you manage to go too low between its legs and think, "Oh, this was a mistake." Do you have a second attack?
I do. I'm gonna do it again.
Nice. With a 17, you connect. Roll damage.
All right.
You manage to aim a little bit
6.
higher this time. And with 6, this guy looks to be real in bad shape. You see
And he
again
gets to make
multiple
a save?
wounds. Oh yeah, I'll do it on his turn.
Okay.
I suppose, does it say in the language of the spell whether he makes the save on
When
his
he
turn
takes
or not?
damage, yeah, whenever he takes damage.
Okay, let's get him
So
to
he gets
do
to make it.
the intelligence save, right?
Yeah, that's right.
No, he fails again.
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
Sweet.
next turn is his last turn of being affected by it anyway.
Sweet. Next up is Scramble.
Oh wait, no, it should be 10 rounds, not 6.
Oh,
Sorry,
there you
he's
go.
got loads of time left.
Hang on, so
Sweet.
you get advantage if you've got a friend flanking them.
Yeah, exactly. On opposite
If you're on
sides.
opposite sides,
You
yeah.
have to be opposite sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably just worth me hiding again rather than running up and stabbing him because I can't be on opposite sides.
You can
So-
hide and then run up and stab him.
I mean, it's the same numbers. I was just going to avoid having to roll to hide.
Oh, sure.
It's the damage is my longbow same damage as my rapier, so
Okay,
it doesn't really make any difference.
Go for
So
it.
I'll roll hide 27.
Nice.
I'm going
You
to
feel
assume that
hidden.
passes. I'm going to shoot. I assume 26 hits.
That does hit.
Better.
Which one
so
are you
that would
hitting?
Be, the older guy, I suppose. Whichever one looks less hurt, really, but like probably the older guy.
Okay, you destroy him utterly.
Brilliant.
Nice. Anything else you
That's how
want
it's
to do with your
done,
turn?
baby. I want to spin an arrow in my fingers and put it back in my quiver. Like, look
Nice.
at
One,
That's
two-
how it's done.
Okay, so this fire
Assuming you'll
newt,
finish this one.
this fire newt is going to. I'm going to ignore. Okay, so he's going to do. Okay, so that means he's going to try and attack a Carl, and then he's going to try
Ooh.
to attack using.
Can I opportunity attack him if he walks away?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Sweet.
Oh,
that's... Oh, wait,
7.
no.
That
I
would
do
have been
not
cool.
have a... Yeah, I don't have advantage. Never
I'm
mind.
so sorry. He's going to try and attack a Carl.
Why'd you kill that guy, Eddie?
Okay, he misses with one of
I
them.
got
but
to kill some.
hits
Yeah, I
with
know.
the other one. So then, ooh,
You wouldn't
yeah.
have got an opportunity to attack if I killed the other one.
Akala is looking pretty messed up. But that's the end of this thing's turn. You hear some giant striders start to settle down. You get the sense that it's so loud they can't really hear the full situation. Next up is Scroungemo.
All right, magic missile. Let's do it.
No, don't waste we've got 5... Don't waste a spell slot. We've got 5 turns to kill this guy who's on death's door.
I mean, he's going to start attacking us, presumably, but...
Yeah, but he's just had his turn, that's what I mean.
Oh, right.
Okay, so
Wait,
with
you're
a 13,
doing it a level up as well. You're using a...
I've got loads of slots.
Okay, so you absolutely destroy this corpse. It's got more holes than a cheese grater. Awesome.
That's a lot of holes.
As the sort of like
I
the-
love that we've surrounded this guy. He's done a lot of... He killed like 2 of them for us. We've surrounded him. We're about to like all stab him in, and you're like, full power!
Doing the thorough job. It's
Okay.
an honourable send-off.
As the last corpse hits the ground, you see that you've gained control of this forge, and you see Akal put down his hammer and say, "Oh, I've waited a long time. Our work isn't done yet, boys, but this will be great."
It looks pretty done. I mean,
That
Anybody
is
else?
where I'm gonna end the session, guys, because I've got to go
Great.
eat some more food. But that was really good.